Okay, so this is a bit of a demo of the actual application. As you can see here, we've got the main page, both the application on the right hand side and um, the actual code. So when we have a look at this, the actual application at the present moment runs on anything up to from KitKat up to Android N. I've actually tested it on Marshmallow and N. I've actually got two phones, and this is the Marshmallow version. And I thought I'd do it on this one because it's, it shows that. Well, anyway. So the code itself, it pretty much is a build up of the original code which I started with, which is effectively C#, where it takes an activity list and it takes information from the Phobia list, VR list, and it actually puts that inside the activity list. Running through this code, you can see that it gets a style from Phobia VR themes, which is its own theme. So if we go into resources here, sorry, let me just find it for you. Sorry, here in values in the PhobiaVR library, you've got a style. So this is actually a style. It actually creates a style, gets rid of the activity bar. So you can see here the action bar is 0, and then it gives the set colors. Okay, running down the rest of this program, the button home page is added, which is this button here. I put in the vibration onto the actual each of the buttons, but that actually doesn't work, but that's where I've left it in. Coming down, it creates the table and it adds the 62 different versions of the phobias. Okay, then it stretches there's three columns, and it stretches those columns across the whole of the actual page. And so if I twist it this way, landscape mode, it actually will build it out so it actually goes across the whole of the page. Come back. Okay, so we're just running down this. It's pretty much hard coded into C#. I didn't do much actually in the XAML page. The XAML pages themselves were actually just placeholders. The most of the code's actually done in C#. Firstly, it goes through. It creates the color for each of these phobias. Then what do we do? Gets the information from the phobia list, which is this here, which is actually what it does. Grabs all the colors, gives it a name. This icon, it creates this icon using this number, then a description, and then whether depending on if the application is available, then it actually says, well, no, this one's not available, so that gives it this toast icon or toast information. So I'll go back to the main. Okay, working down the file, it creates a table, and we add a table row, and then in the table row we actually add in the icons. So we add in the information firstly for the button. So here we've got the button for the VR application here. And as I said, depending on whether it's this do not doesn't have an application, see it comes up with that toast, this toast here. It actually, if it does have a reference to a VR application, I'll just find one for you. So here. So when you click this, it goes away, finds the Google intent, the Google Store, and then it'll load up the Google Store. And there you go. So here you can actually now just install it and then run it, and you're testing against that application. And we'll come back to the PhobiaVRClear application. Here's the intent to actually take you across to test against that. After you've done a VR application, you can test against it. So by pressing this button, it'll take you to the anxiety test. And this is the pop-up menu for here. So when you click on this, it just brings up the pop-up menu. You can go home, which is this page, previous test, and it'll actually bring up information on the previous test you did. So it actually stores this information from the last time you did it. Or you can do about information, which just shows you each page and what each icon represents. So in the test page, so when you go into the test information, similar idea. It actually draws that information from that phobia. It brings it across, gives you that phobia name, okay, and then it actually builds up the list of different tests. So or questions from the test list. So I'll just bring up the test list. So these are the questions. So if people want to, they could actually add to those questions if they thought it was needed. And here you actually just answer the questions by just sliding across, saying, yeah, I didn't feel okay, or yeah, that one's alright, and then once you've done that, you hit the results. I'll go back to test here. So what it's doing then is just it goes through and just says, okay, well, if you're between under a 15, give it this result, and get the date, and then it just creates this local test application and passes the information to the next screen, which is the results screen. So here it just gets the date, the number that you actually did. So in the results, it's a number, and then just says, okay, you're alright, you can go and try the application again. Like if the number was too high, it would say, oh, just wait a while or whatever. So you can go back to home, go back to your application, and you know, you'd have this installed, so you would install it first and then run it. Okay, so the only other thing I can show you is the about, which is pretty simple. It's just some information. That shows in the about page. Yeah. Apart from that, I think it's pretty much done. I mean, you could do some more work on it. You could probably, if you go back to home after you do the test, you could actually. You could have something here that takes you, have an icon or something that takes you straight back to the application or the VR application, and that probably be an addition that wouldn't be bad. But apart from that, the actual file, the application works quite well. Thanks.